Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ryan from Mama's Got a Budget, and welcome back to Vlogmas day number 6. So today's video is going to be a continuation of my December budget with me. This is going to be my paycheck number 1 budget and the cash stuffing portion. I know you guys have missed the cash stuffing here on the channel. I've gotten a lot of messages about it, so I'm going to try to incorporate them on more budgets. I just kind of, you know, it just depends, right? But I think this is a better way to like split it in two, just so the videos don't get super long. Y'all remember back in March when I did like a budget movie or something like that, where it's like an hour and a half long? That's what it would have been like. But today we are jumping back into the budget for the paycheck portion, and you guys are going to see how I'm working with my actual paycheck that got deposited into my bank account for this round. So I'm going to be going through all of my categories, telling you, you know, what's the haps, what's going on, why I did what I did. Hold on, this is in the wrong order. Yeah, this. So why I did what I did. And then we're going to stuff some envelopes and you can be on your merry way. So as always, let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Yeah, I don't think there's any announcements since I literally just did the full budget video. No, there's no announcements. If you want to sign up for the free Excel budget course, remember that link is down below. You guys are going ham on that. I need to bring my A game and I'm super excited. So if we jump over to the overhead camera, you guys can see I already have pretty much everything filled out. I wanted to, again, make this a little bit quicker for you guys, and I'll just highlight the points that I want to talk about. So income. We know that we start with our income, with our top line, what's going to have us in the black. What are we working with? So we have my salary, MGB income, and other. The net salary is what was deposited into my bank account with the employee insurance deductions grossed up into it so that I can deduct them on the expense side. So that would be $1,943.82. MGB income is to cover the utilities. What was it? Comcast, ComEd, the water bill, and gas. So that's going to cover that, and that is $198 for this round. And then the other income is made up of the money that I moved up for the painter and child support, and then some oh, that check that I got from the doctor I was telling you guys about. So that's all bundled in there for $2,422, which brings my income for this round to $4,563.82. That is what I want to assign as I go along. With the debt, we cut the CarMax, the card note, in half. Quicksilver and Platinum I've already paid, and I paid $100 in, so I front loaded that. So in the next budget with paycheck number 2, these are going to be 0. Bob's is cut in half, and that brings my total to $505.60 for the debt. Savings, everything, nope, it's not cut in half. So 401k and HSA, yes, that's cut in half. Automatic and challenge is for that period, which is $20 for the automatic transfer and then $5 for the 52-week saving challenge. Then emergency and Elijah, I was kind of just seeing what I was able to work with. So even though I said for the month I was going to put 74 into emergency and 60 into Elijah, for this paycheck I was only able to put in 20 for emergency and 1509 into Elijah's savings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Into Elijah's savings. So then that brings my savings total for this pay period to 180.09. So what is going to get transferred from here? Let's just take a look. This CarMax I have to transfer. Let's just make it a little bubble so I can check it off. So CarMax I have to transfer. Quicksilver is already paid. Bob's I still have to make that payment, and then those two are 0. And then emergency is gonna go into my other Chase account, and then Elijah's is going to get transferred into Quicksilver. So when I do those, I'm going to check them off just right there. So if we come over here to our summary, I have my income already over here at $45,63.82. My debt and expenses $3709.26, which we're going to go over the expenses part of that, and then the savings is the $180.06. Expenses, it's like a laundry list of things that I have to pay, right? So first thing is the employee insurance, and that's what that EE means. At work we have employee contributions and employer contributions, right? So let's say like for HSA, the federal limit for a family this year was $7,100 for the max. Well, some of my groups for the employer will actually either completely fund that or give them like half of it, so like $38.50, right? So in order to distinguish between employee and employer, because the words are so similar when you write them out, we just use EE and ER. I don't know if they do that anywhere else. I don't know, I thought it was cool when I started, so I never seen it before. So that's what that is. So employee insurance, that's my contribution, is $267.59, and that is for medical, dental, vision, and life insurance. Mortgage is $685. That is the $1365 divided by 2. HOA $97.50. That's divided by 2. And again, I have to make this transfer and this transfer. ComEd $35, NICOR $35, water $25. Still don't have that bill. Well, I didn't check the mail today, but basically still don't have that bill. Security $15. Comcast is $60. Do gotta make that transfer. Verizon $111.07. State Farm $42.50. Netflix, Spotify, iPass, Delta Sonic, the Apple. Dunkin' is $10. I haven't really been going to Dunkin' as much, believe it or not. The gym is $12.50. So all those bills are cut in half. And then other expenses, again, is for the painter, $17.80. He actually finished today, and I'm so happy with the way my room looks. Oh my God. If you guys don't know, my room was completely light blue. Okay, the bathroom is light blue. The closet was the only thing that was white in there, actually, but I'm so happy the blue is gone. It's gone. So $17.80 is what I paid him today, and then the total for all my expenses is $3203.66. So when I add those expenses, $3203 to the debt over here, which is $505.60, is where I came up with the $3709.26. You don't have to add debt and expenses together. I was just running out of space down here. That is the only reason why I did it. It's no like rhyme or reason other than real estate that I was running out of. So yeah, if we do our little checkpoint here, we got the $45,63.82 for the income, but we're going to subtract $3709.26 and then subtract another $180.06. Oh, it's actually $180.09, but let me see, 06. Yeah, but I made it 06 just to, because my change was being weird. So $674.50, which y'all know I don't like to have the 50 cents over there, but the way that I'm going to do it this time, the 50 cents won't like physically be in an envelope. So that's what we have to work with for the cash envelopes and sinking funds. So after everything is taken care of, after everybody lines up and you hand them their money, what are you left with? And that is, for me, $674.50 with this paycheck. So even though it seems like I have a lot of expenses, right? And it's so easy to get so discouraged when you see that you have $3203 in expenses that you need to pay. It's just so easy just to be like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't budget. I'll start next month. She makes more money than me. I'm gonna just put a piece of it on it. So it's okay to strip your finances down to the bare bones and see what you're actually working with. I would say to do that. That helps way more than giving up. Any kind of progress is good progress, and I would rather see you budget your, you know, $200 that you have left over than to completely blow it or be discouraged and give up. You know what I mean? So for me, it's $674, which is not a ton of money, right? It's not a ton of money, but it's what I have to work with, and I think that I'll be just fine. So this is the only section I didn't fill in all the way, and I wanted to go over it with you guys. Sorry, I bumped the tripod. I wanted to go over it with you guys as I go down. So for clothing, if you guys remember, I'm trying to put how much? 125. Yeah, I'm trying to put 125 to clothing. But for this paycheck, I'm able to put half of it, which is the 63. Hair, which is just his haircuts, we're gonna do 20. Eating out, we're gonna do 25. Allowance is gonna be the 10. And I realized too, when I was editing, I wasn't super clear. When I give him his allowance, I don't give it to him all at once, okay? It's not like I'm handing him $10 cash. We see how he acts, and if he earns this, then he gets to keep it at the end of the 2-week period, right? If he does choose to buy the Robux, which what I was talking about is an online game, then that just means that the money goes back into my account, and he has to wait until I go back to the bank, deposit this before he can buy his little Robux, right? Because it's an online, it's like an EFT transaction. Groceries, we got 88. Gas, 78. And then my work lunch is 15. So that brings my cash envelope total to, let me check it because I got it over here, but you know, ain't no telling with me. 63, 20, 25, 10, 88, 78, 15. Yep, $299. So that's what I'm going to bring that down. And again, I have these written here. These are my 0 accounts. So $299. And just like I was saying, it doesn't matter how much you have, it's how you spend it. And even though you may have a lot of cash envelopes and sinking funds accounts that you want to be able to keep up with, it's also okay to kind of step back and take a look at it and say, okay, what can I do without? Just because you have all these categories and all these grandiose ideas, right, doesn't mean that they have to be funded every single paycheck. You kind of pick and choose. That's what I do. I pick and choose my priorities. Like, okay, I did do, you know, $55 in spending last time. I don't need that much, so let's go ahead and put that to emergency instead. And you kind of play this like 3-card Molly. I'm not saying that budgeting isn't a sacrifice, because it is. It's just a matter of choices, which is everything in life. So budgeting is no different. For my sinking funds, I got Christmas, and that is $200. And as you can remember, I'm going to put in $200 for the month. So we all know Christmas is December 25th. So I'm going to take that whole chunk and just put it toward this paycheck and kind of front load it. So next pay period, I have 0 for Christmas, but we free up that money to be able to do other things with. You know, hopefully I'm done with all my Christmas shopping before my next paycheck hits, but let's see. Let's see how it goes. So car tax is next, and that is $12.50. Home is $50. Property taxes is $35. And I had someone ask on the last video, isn't my property taxes and homeowners insurance escrowed into my mortgage? Which, yes, that's true. It is. And I should have been more clear, but I think now that I'm thinking about it, and thank you for whoever's comment that was, now that I'm thinking about it, this may be more practical for 2022. Since I just moved in and started putting money toward property taxes and stuff, it's not realistic for it really to go toward 2021. I mean, it can. I will put it in my home account because, you know, it's inevitable that it's going to happen. But I think in order for it to make a dent, that it would probably need to go to 2022, right? So by the time that comes around, you can actually pay your property taxes early. But I think I'll have more of a payment to make if it's for 2022. So I may do that. But I'm still going to keep putting money to the side because y'all know she has a little problem. Master Association is $20. Nope. Just kidding. $32.50. Homeowners insurance is $20. Memberships is what, $5.50? Yeah, $5.50. And then rainy day, oops, 50. And then rainy day is 20. So as you can see, my little amounts, they add up, okay? So what I'm going to do, if you guys remember, if y'all are OG followers of mine, you remember that I used to take all this money for sinking funds and cash envelopes. I used to take them out all at once, right? I have since gotten into the habit, when I was saving for the house, not having those big transactions come out of my account. I keep my sinking funds in my bank account. I just transfer it to a separate, I have another account at Chase, a separate sinking funds account. So I have my checking, I have emergency. So I have my checking, I have emergency, and I have a separate sinking funds account. So that's where all this money is gonna go, except for Christmas, because I need that, right? So I'm gonna transfer all that over, and I've gotten to the habit of doing that, and I kind of like it. So I don't technically keep this cash on hand. It's in the bank, and then I allocate it with my spreadsheet on, okay, this is how much I have for this, this, and this, and this account. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm just not pulling out all the money. But for sinking funds, I have 200 plus 1250 plus 50 plus 35 plus 3250 plus 20 plus 550 plus 20, and that is 375.50. Yes, and that's what I was talking about, that even though I have that 50 cents that I don't like, it's not physically dangling around in an envelope, so it doesn't bother me as much. 375.50. So I have that there, and then I'm going to go to my summary, and my cash envelopes were a negative $2.99, and my sinking funds were a negative $375.50. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the math on minus $375.50 equals 0. Perfection. So we are at our desired location, which is 0 net income. Now, as all these funds are moving around, as you plan your 3-card Molly, your bank account will get lower, right? But then, hey, I get paid, so then it goes back up, and then, you know, the transactions start hitting again. So I hope that makes sense. And I was about to do something else. I forgot. I don't know. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, and that is how I budget my paycheck. So now, as we move about the week, right, what do we have going on? We have the clothing, hair, eating out, allowance, groceries, gas, work lunch, and Christmas to stuff. Alrighty, so let's get to stuffing. I got my cash right here. We're gonna do what we need to do so that we can be on our way. I already counted, made sure I had enough, which is the $2.99 here and the $200 for Christmas. So I need $499, which is what I have here, right? So in no particular order, this is my cash envelope holder that I use on the go. This is the print Pression wallet. I do have a new wallet that I'm using for 2021, and I cannot wait to show you guys my kind of on the go setup. So this is what I use, and I kind of had them in here. You guys have seen this last year. It has the string here, so I made my envelope so it'd be able to wrap around the string. So I got clothing, spending, Christmas, Eli, miscellaneous, and I got food, work lunch, and gas. I don't know why I took this out. I can't remember. But this is what they look like when they're not in the little under the string. So yeah, I guess I'll start with this since it's out. So for food, this is gonna combine eating out and groceries. So I'm gonna do the 88 plus the 25, which is 107. 107. 88 plus 25. Ha, 113. Sorry. which is 113. So I didn't get any hundreds out this round. I don't know, no particular reason. 1, 10, 11, 12, and 13 is gonna go in here. That's gonna be for eating out and groceries. Gas is 78. So I can't remember how I did this. 20, 40, 60. No, I didn't. Maybe I did. Let's see. 75, 76, 77, 78. If not, then we'll come back to that because we got clothing. I need a 50 for that. So clothing is 63. So 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. He's actually been wearing, when COVID hit and he started going to work with me, I had so many school uniforms that I bought over the summer, at the end of summer or whatever, and then I bought his current size, a little bit of his current size at the end of summer, then like a lot of the size that he was growing into because he was kind of in between, and then COVID hit, so he just had like all these uniforms, right? So he's been wearing his school uniform, yes, to work with me. I don't care. They're closed too. He can sit down somewhere because I couldn't get my money back. So that's why this envelope is kind of stuffed, because I haven't had to buy him that many clothes because he's just been going to work with me every day, and then we come home and, or he's just around the house, he's scooting. Yeah. So now that it's time to change seasons, I guess, he needs stuff, so whatever. So that's why it's a little plush. So that's $63, and then spending was 0. So those are those 4. Then we got work lunch, which is 15, 5, 10, and 15. Which I didn't even eat lunch today. I went home. I decided just to leave work instead of getting something to eat, because by the time my meeting was over, it was like 3:25, and I was like, you know what? I'm leaving, okay? I'm leaving. Y'all owe me this. So that's what I did for lunch. I had air for lunch. I had a seat for lunch. And then for Christmas, we have the $200. So that is 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. That's there. And while we're here, let's see how much we have to spend for Christmas left. It's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So that's 400. And then we got for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, and 20, 530, 1, 2, 3. So 533 to spend for Christmas. So this weekend is going to be my power hour where I can hopefully, get his gifts and, do some shopping, because it's really hard to shop as, a single mom, because that means also, it's all on you, and number 2, he's always with you. Like, your kids are always with you. So that's my challenge this year. So this wouldn't at all be possible, this 500 and whatever I just counted, I forgot that fast. This wouldn't at all be possible if I didn't start saving in like February of 2020. So every little bit helps. That's what I want to tell you. There are some months where I would only be able to put $13 in here, and you guys remember that from my video. So it's still there. It will be spent this month. And then what else do we have? What else do we have? We got Eli Miscellaneous, which is 10. And again, I don't give him a solid 10 if he needs it. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's there for him if he earns it. Let's suspend it. So I'll put that away. And then my final $20 is for hair. I don't have my hair envelope down here. I don't know what I did with it. But usually I just give him the $20 and he puts it in his pocket. And he goes into the barber shop, you know? So that's it. That is my $499 accounted for. Really excited for some reason to go Christmas shopping. I'm gonna try not to get anything for myself, you know. I'll catch the deals later. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's gonna be our first Christmas in our new house. Of course, we're gonna start some, you know, Christmas traditions. What do you guys do? What are your Christmas traditions? Let me know. Elijah wants to have 2 breakfasts. He wants to have breakfast and then a different breakfast for dinner. That's what he said that we should do. But what do you guys do? What are some traditions? I need some ideas. I want to steal your traditions and make them my own and then invite you over for dinner for Christmas. Since I stole your ideas, I guess you can come over. So that is it. That is what we are looking like for paycheck number 1 of December. I'm gonna go ahead and make these transfers, pay these bills. And yes, for those of you asking, I do log on and pay literally only half of my car note, or you know, half of my Verizon bill. I do that. So State Farm, this is an ACH actually. So State Farm, Netflix, Spotify is an ACH. iPass, I gotta log on and do. Delta Sonic in iCloud. Dunkin' I gotta do. The gym is an ACH. And then with these ACHs, all that I do is I know that's the money that I need to leave in there, right? So that employee was already taken out, of course. Oh, and I actually already did the security. So that is it. That's how I do my budget. I think this was a little bit quicker than last time. I still got battery life left, so I'm thinking that it was a little bit quicker. Let me know which format do you like. Do you like it all bundled into one and made like a budget movie once a month, or do you like it broken up like this? If you think this was a little quicker. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for joining me for Vlogmas day number 6. I will see you in tomorrow's video. You guys are keeping me going. Okay, I can see myself losing momentum sometimes, but then I read your comments and like, oh, I'm loving Vlogmas, I'm so glad you're participating, or I don't know how you do it. I'm just like, girl, me neither. I'm tired. Your girl is tired. But I would much rather be tired and helping you guys than sleeping. So if you guys enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, and like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.